what, dipshit? If you don't like my policies, you can just come on down here and smooch my big old white butt.
Ken Pettigrew, that is one angry American. His voice is a weapon. I am not going to mess with that guy.
The following program is intended for mature audiences.
Is it true what they say about the way you people are gifted? Oh, it's true. It's true. It's true.
Make sure you wear rubber, dude. Motorboat? You play the motorboat? You motorboat son of a bitch.
The sportos, motorheads, geeks, sluts, bloods, wastoids, dweebies, dickheads, they all adore him. They think he's a righteous dude.
What's a David King?
Here's your host, Ken Pettigrew.
Yeah, everybody. Tell a friend, tell a lover. Right here live, KenPettigrew.com, Thursday night. Chris Fishy, we're all in the house, letting it rip. We got our guest, had a pre-recorded little conversation with our friends, Humble and Fred, and they effing blew it up, man. We cannot wait to play that, and it was a good time. So what's up, Chrissy? What's up, Fish?
What's up,
Hi,
Ken?
Ken.
Look at us, man. We had a little in and out prior to the show.
We've been bonding.
And we do
today.
mean hamburgers.
We've been da-dum. Oh, look at shit, man. I missed it. Look at, I'm a little late.
Fish is on it today.
Yeah, that's right. I'm on fire.
He's on fire. He's in fuego, as Dan Patrick would say, or
En
everybody
fuego.
in California, in fuego. That's our new native language.
En fuego.
Our
De los muertos.
Our, dare I start out with a little paka right out of the
no.
gate?
Here we go.
Or should we not start out with that yet?
Let's not.
It's a little early for
Let's
paka
not.
kapaka.
Let's ease everyone in slowly, Ken.
Oh, man. Listen, man. I hope what's going on with everybody. It's been a lot of stuff. We have not been on the air since the shooting in Colorado.
I think, that's
Yeah, that's
true.
terrible stuff, man.
Terrible stuff. And little conversation we had earlier with Humble and Fred, and it's, the Second Amendment and some thoughts on that and what should we do with that. But scary stuff. It's scary, scary stuff out there and why the Second Amendment was written. But you know what really bothered me, you guys, is that right out of the gate, not the people that I support, but I'm definitely no doubt more on the right side of the middle.
Yes.
But
You think?
But I'm definitely in the middle, though. There is no doubt on a lot of subjects here. But it really pissed me off to see all these effing people that the next thing, as soon as this goddamn tragedy happens, these people start posting, "You'll take the gun out of my dead hands," and this effing bullshit, man.
Right.
Why? Listen, man, we're talking about a bunch of dead people here. We're talking about a 6-year-old child that had her effing head blown off.
First of all, the child should have
Right?
been at that movie at
Well,
that hour.
Let's not.
But-
Excuse me. It is
Yeah.
not your right to tell another parent how to raise their child.
That's right.
How
That's my opinion.
how dare you?
Opinion.
Yeah. Let's not start an opinion and fact conversation. That's never pretty around here.
As we've learned earlier
Yeah, we
tonight.
know about
But
that.
listen, man, I hope everybody out there is listening to the show. If you are all tweet the show, come follow me, Chrissy Fish, Humble and Fred. You guys go watch Rising Terror. Go check out their website and their music. Kick-ass dudes, always supporting the show. So I want to say thanks and come in very soon. The Ken Pettigrew Show. We are being syndicated on WROM radio internet station. Exciting there. So we're gonna be blowing that up. So I want to say thanks to Tom and all of them. But anyways, back to this. It's really sad because everybody wants to jump on this bandwagon. No different than the people on the gun control people that want to say we should have, you shouldn't have guns, blah, blah, blah. The same people jumped on this too. This is why you shouldn't have them. This is what. This is not what the Second Amendment is. And first of all, the people who talk about the Second Amendment, most of them don't have a clue what they're talking about and what it means for the right to bear arms and why they had it. And that if we have to give a history lesson of that, I may tonight, because I do know.
Ken does know. I think some of those people are ignorant.
I stay inside my wheelhouse, and where I'm at, I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And what I don't know, listen, man, I don't go out. I stay inside my boundaries.
Sometimes you expand
I like to have fun now.
Facts
Yeah.
into the blurry territory.
Name one fact that I have.
There was something that we were arguing about, percentages or numbers, and I said, let me see the facts, Ken. Let me see the facts. And you went, you gave this laugh like you didn't have the facts.
Oh, I probably have them. The facts of life. Man, you know what? I'm better than Tootie. I got more groove than Tootie.
I want to see your
that.
moves. Can you show
that
me
if
some
we were
moves,
the
please?
facts of life,
Yeah.
who would be who? You would be Blair, the bitchy rich girl, no doubt.
Wow, man.
No, you're not. No, but you could play that part very well. Not you personally. I'm just saying. Well, I mean, he would play the heavy set. What's the one girl?
You're calling me heavy set?
No, it's not about heavy
He
set.
said that one girl.
It's your
girl?
personality.
Female? It's a female?
Hey, my name's
Okay,
Bertha.
if it's our personality, my personality is bitchy rich girl? Ken,
Okay,
you're
no.
digging into a hole. It's just getting deeper.
It's deeper and deeper. No, but what's the heavy set girl from Facts of Life? Someone look it up. Google it. Help me out here. Help me out, man.
God, I
What's
don't
the
know.
facts of life?
Shut up. You know.
The facts of life. The facts of life.
Yeah. It wasn't Joe. No, Joe would be the girl with the black hair.
No, Joe was the dyke.
There's a dyke on the show?
Bull dyke, like the full motorcycle chick.
Yeah, but she didn't look like a bull dyke. She didn't have
Are you kidding me?
Wait a minute. She didn't have short hair and Nikes.
No, but she had a mullet.
Oh, she kind of did have a mullet.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, you're right. So maybe she was a dyke.
She was all hot for Mrs. Garrison too, man. What was up with that?
Oh, so you know what I'm.
Here's the names.
Okay.
I don't know who is though. Edna.
No.
Natalie.
No. Natalie.
Joe.
Natalie.
It was Natalie
Fish
Green.
would be Natalie.
Yeah, oh, you're messed up, dude.
Fish would be Natalie.
That's not even funny, dude.
Because Natalie was this nice,
Your best
cheerful little
friend was
person.
with Tootie.
Yeah, that's right. Tootie and Natalie. That's
Natalie's
right.
most defining physical attribute
Tootie
was that
was
she
hot,
was
man.
large figured.
Large. No, so then that would make it even right, because then that would have to make me Tootie.
You're Tootie?
I don't know.
No, he's not. Yeah, he's Tootie, all right.
But anyways, look, man, how do we go from the shooting in Aurora to facts of life?
Do we want to talk more about the shooting?
Yeah, you know what
Let's.
you know what and it's a very sad thing.
Well, here's
but
the thing.
crazy comes in all different matters.
Exactly.
And if this guy had a gun or not, listen, this guy was crazy.
He was clearly off
in
hinges.
the end. But the sickening thing is stuff like what NBC did. NBC, the first thing they did, they found a guy with that same name, and out of like 26 people, guess the one they point out was the shooter. The only one that was part of a Tea Party program.
Oh, I heard that someone had to retract that and apologize or something.
Okay, but but what does that tell you about media today? The first thing they want to do is tie this to a group that is pissed off about government taking our money. Pretty sickening.
Yeah, they're stirring the pot a little bit.
A little, yeah. Talking about a witch hunt, man. That's a witch hunt. But, these people that jumped on the right-hand side or jumped on the left-hand side that said we shouldn't have guns or we should have guns, right out of the gate on Facebook, Twitter.
Yeah.
It's... Do they not understand that these people died? And maybe we should have... I mean, there's arguments on both sides here.
Yeah.
I mean, if we had no guns, would this guy have the ability to do that?
No.
Okay.
But a lot of people wouldn't be able to defend themselves in life-threatening situations either.
But that if everybody had a gun, would he have done that? Probably not. That's a probably pretty good answer. That's a pretty good analogy. He probably wouldn't have done it. So, I mean, this argument, if we should have guns or that if we shouldn't have guns, sure shouldn't be brought up after this goes on.
Yeah, and I don't even think we can make a government when there is either no guns or everybody has guns.
Yeah.
I think it's more about the system that we already have just needs to be better defined.
Yeah.
As far as giving guns out and people purchasing them.
I mean, because this same argument should be when the trade centers, when the airplanes hit them in the towers. Well, then we shouldn't have airplanes anymore.
Right, exactly.
Really, I mean, this is really going to be someone's argument.
I agree with
you. know, and that's what people think. And it's just absolute craziness when we think about these people just going in to watch an effing movie. And then how about the jerk-offs that are trying to blame the writers of the movie?
Oh,
or
yeah, that's ridiculous.
Really?
Because there's plenty of violent movies that come out every year, multiples, and these instances don't happen at every single one. Like, give me a break. This guy just happened to use this movie, which he knew was going to be popular. He probably had some sick obsession with anyways.
Yeah.
And he used it as his excuse.
It's just, yes, exactly right. And it's just bullshit. And everybody who wants to jump on this side about we should or we shouldn't, you know, dare I say that there's a time and a place for an argument? Because I like to argue.
You do.
I love to argue.
Every time and every place.
Really?
It's argue time for
everywhere.
Ken.
I never thought that.
I mean, I love it. I love a good, healthy, energetic
screaming match
discussion.
I have a great poll, Ken. I have a great poll.
Yeah, what is your poll?
Should Ken take boxing?
Yeah. Everybody's wondering, Chrissy, Fish, Kim, they're all going, should Ken take a boxing class to knock off some of this energy? I think that I would be like, what was that horse?
Or do jujitsu, man. Then you're doing like holds and stuff and submissions.
That's what I said. He'd love that.
You said, didn't you
Judo, it's the same thing.
No, it's not the same thing.
Basically.
No.
It really is.
No, it's not.
Fish wants me to get
Have you done jujitsu?
Fish wants
My
me.
sister does it.
I did jujitsu and judo. So
Fish wants me to get him into a rear naked choke.
Whoa.
Yeah. Now you know what? He just wants to lay his sack somewhere.
Ow! Ew.
Dude, man,
It is kind of ew.
I will bruise your forehead with my nuts with that hold. Could you? But anyways, everybody, listen, man, this is how we're going to go. We got a bunch of good articles tonight. We're going to be talking about a 17-year-old girl who was raped. Was rapist.
She raped?
Was she raped or not?
Was it a rape?
Or not?
I have some. I don't
We're
know.
going to find out. Gun control surfaces. This is, well, we're probably not going to talk about that now since we kind of blew that up already. Now,
no, we are going to talk about that. I got
maybe some more. But Penn State, this is a big one. And some thoughts.
This will be a big one.
Do you feel bad for the students? Do you feel bad for the football players? And did the NCAA overstep their boundaries or not? And Amelia Earhart, better feminist than Pilot? I've got that answer for you. Wait a minute. She proved that answer. So anyways, dirty immigrants. Oh, was that taken out of context? No, but my question is, were they taken out of their motherland or did they come here voluntarily? Who? The dirty immigrants. Anyways, illegal immigrants, not immigrants. See, I must always put the illegal part in front of it.
Shame.
You think that's shame? Why?
There are immigrants who aren't illegal, Ken.
Okay, I said I meant this illegal immigrants.
Yeah.
Now the dirty immigrant, yes, was taken out of context from Ken. The dirty immigrant, the dirty illegal immigrant was not.
Okay. It
was funny, man. I had a conversation with a mutual friend of Fish's and mine. Mm-hmm. He unfriended me on Facebook.
Oh, this is exciting. I want to hear about it.
He unfriended me on Facebook because somewhere along the line, I guess his mother passed away, and he thought I said something derogatory towards his mother or something like this.
You wouldn't be that insensitive.
No. See, thank you. That's what I said too. And so I told this guy, I mean, after he wrote this little thing to me, I said, first of all, that's not my style to say something about someone's dead mom, but I said I guarantee I said something mean and derogatory about you.
Right.
That's how I answered the email
I'm
back.
sure.
I'm just...
I know. I get it. You were like, the fact that he would think that about you was a little like,
it pissed me. I'm like, there's no way. I mean, I've said a lot of horrible things about a lot of horrible people. I haven't said nothing horrible about any nice people, I don't think yet.
Did Ken say anything horrible about me last week?
No.
Okay.
So not yet.
I don't think he's ever said anything mean about you.
Yeah, I know.
He just screams at you.
Messing with them because he's a yeller.
No, I just yeah.
Yeah, he's Old Yeller. Let's go take him out back and put a bullet in his head.
Oh, good one.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? I just so I'm just saying that when he put that, I was like, really? I would have never said that about your dead mom. But I did say I'd said it about you. So everybody, I mean, I guess my point of this is people out there want to get all sensitive and turn a story or turn something in that something said.
Yeah.
But they don't listen to what people say. They want to take parts of it and add their own uhs and thus and
yeah,
ises.
I think especially if it just I think a lot of things go into factors. I think if it occurred around the time when something traumatic happened to a person, they can go ahead and take that and, you know, use it how they want to, and maybe they just are looking for a way to express their upset or their frustration, and they're misconstruing what you say.
Which I don't have a problem with that, but listen, if you guys want to take something out of context here, listen to what I'm telling you. Come listen, re-listen, and I don't hide behind the words I say or how I put them. 99.99% of the time, I mean what I say.
Oh, definitely not. Not at all, dude. You're such the biggest bullshitter.
Well, listen, everybody, we're going to take ourselves a little break, and at the end here, Humble and Fred at the bottom of the hour.
You know, I got something
to
say. I got something to say to Kel and to Tara out there. Oh, I'm sorry. I just had to do that.
I don't even know what that's about, but I got to go look. But listen, everybody, I want you to do yourself. Tell a friend, tell a lover. Where you're at, Ken Pettigrew Show. Tell a friend, tell a lover. The Ken Pettigrew Show. Tell a friend, tell a lover. We got Ice Pack Jackson right here. Ken, Chrissy, Fish in the house. We'll be right back, everybody. Yeah, everybody. Tell a friend, tell a lover. I didn't realize that the end of the song was coming here. And I'm like, oh, shit. Let's go, everybody. We're down to like no time.
He was checking his important page.
I was just I was just watching my clout score to make sure if it's going up or down.
Yeah, right.
And where did it go?
It's always going up.
Ooh.
It's kind of like a Viagra. It's on this upward stage now. It's good.
Oh, okay, great.
It's good. It's all on how you look at things, everybody.
I agree.
Don't you agree with that?
I agree.
We have to have a good way of looking at things, good way of looking at life, and figure out what's good for you, good for me, good for the world. I'm like I'd like to give the world a what?
I don't even know.
You don't remember the Coke song?
What is he doing right now?
To give the world a Coke.
There you go.
That was nice. I liked that.
Yeah, that was like some Coke commercial and some dude with a big old schnauzer
and then he came up and just big old gagger in front of you. You're like, what the hell? That has nothing to do with the soft drink.
He's doing a big old gagger. Nice. His eyes start to water.
Nose starts to bleed, He does Tony Montana. Hey, you say hello to my little friend, okay?
It's so funny sometimes that some of the commercials that we talk about and shows we talk about, it's not like you're freaking 17.
Me?
Yeah.
But Ken, you remember when Coke was a nickel?
Well, here's the thing. Growing up, I had extremely strict restrictions on television in my household.
Really?
Extremely strict.
What did you get to watch?
We had to earn TV tickets to earn half hour of television.
Whoa. Why is that?
I just remember that, the TV tickets.
What's a TV ticket?
I don't know if we had to do chores or good behavior was rewarded with a TV ticket, and you would cash in your TV ticket to be able to watch television.
Really?
And my parents were, shall we say, a little overprotective, over-sheltering with everything on television. Like Sabrina the Teenage Witch, wasn't allowed to watch that. I was very...
Why? Because she was a witch?
Exactly, because she was a witch.
Shut up. Mm-hmm. Really?
I would watch it anyways without my parents knowing, though.
Oh.
Wow, you rebel.
You were such a rebel.
Me and my brothers and sisters, we would turn the television down really low when we were in the basement, but my mom always knew because she couldn't hear the television. So she'd be like, are you watching something you're not supposed to be? And we'd be like, Mom, how does she know that?
She's got mom's super hearing.
And then we would change the channel really fast and be like, no.
Right, no doubt, right?
Hey, Ken, let's date us. Do you remember the Bionic Woman TV show? Uh-huh.
I did watch Wonder Woman. I really liked her.
Oh, yeah?
I liked her a lot.
You know what? I never understood that show, man.
Wonder Woman?
I just thought she was cool.
Listen, I always wanted her to use her lasso on me.
No.
And let me tell her the truth.
I didn't even care about that. I just wanted to go to the island where Wonder Woman was
from.
Oh,
yeah. The island.
Oh, you remember that with all the women.
Could you know what?
They're all Wonder Women out there. It was an island of Wonder Women.
Yeah,
that sounds exciting for men.
Oh, it would be.
I would have died.
See, but the problem and that's the difference between men and women. Honestly, let's see. You could take your ideal man.
Okay.
And let's say you can multiply him by 10. Would you want to be on an island with him and just get? See, but now guys would love to be on an island with women. And just how we go. That's the fundamental difference between us. That's why men and women will never understand. We will never understand you guys, and you guys will never understand us. It's impossible because we're on completely different effing sides here. Why does why does this thing show censored?
I don't know.
I don't get that. I don't know.
Is someone type the word censored? Because sometimes yours says censored.
Yeah.
Are you typing the word
that's
censored?
That's Ustream. They're not letting websites on and stuff like that or web links.
Oh, hold on. Let me fix that. Allow links. Try that now, everybody. Try your link.
Okay, everyone plug yourself right now.
Listen. Plug yourself, not your orifices. I remember. Here's a good story, you guys. When I first got married, my very first marriage, and I was having a bachelor party that my dad threw for me. So anyways, typical, drinking, and a stripper came by. But anyways, the guy comes in before the stripper gets there, and this is my dad, man. This is him, perfect, my pops. And he tells everybody, now, keep your hands in your laps. You can't put them in any orifices. And my dad looks up and he goes, even our own? And if you know my dad, right?
I don't know your dad.
Kim, And if you know my dad, it's just, but you know what? And it was so funny. It was so stupid too. I don't understand strippers. I don't get that part, man. I don't get what the fascination is with strippers and guys going to strip clubs.
I do.
What? Tell me. I don't.
No, I think it's honestly
Seriously.
it's nasty, especially those men who wear loose-fitting sweatpants.
Oh, that's the best.
Like what the?
Oh,
heck
wait. That's what I heard. That's what I heard.
No, listen.
That's so grody.
I don't get it.
But let me
let me have this butt in my face that I can't touch, and she's only putting it in my face because I'm paying her.
The best time I've ever had in a strip club, and I don't even like to go to them unless my wife is with me, because you know what? She's a babe magnet. You go into a strip club with your girlfriend or your wife, I swear it'll be the funnest time you've ever had, because all the chicks gravitate towards you.
Yeah.
You get all the attention.
Okay, but for
because
guys,
they want to turn the man on, so they make it out with your wife.
But
that's what
the
it's about.
wife is gonna get it bad when she gets home.
But I don't get why guys. I mean,
it's a waste of money.
When I was single, I didn't go to strip clubs. I didn't get it.
I don't get it either.
Not that I haven't
You're
been.
paying some hyena to put her butt in your face.
Oh no! But the thing is, it's
wow. You're such a man. You can't get any on your own. You got to pay for it.
Well, I mean, it is the oldest profession on the planet now. But that's not what I'm talking. But going to a strip club to watch these girls and you're throwing money at them, just dancing, and most of them are half coked out or meffed out. It's just
so sexy.
Oh, it's just
look at me.
That's perfect. You know what? We're gonna go from strippers and sex clubs into Humble and Fred. What a perfect segue.
This is good. We're a good show.
It is a perfect segue, man. Rise and Terror said, Ken, stop talking about my mom.
Oh.
Nice. The question is, could your mother hang from the top, spin upside down, and slowly
Listen, I do have to say, I've seen
go down
the
pole.
pole dancing Olympics, and that is pretty wicked.
Is
those
it?
chicks are strong, and those moves they make are pretty awesome.
Are they pretty awesome?
I would take a pole dancing class for my man for sure.
How many other women will take a pole dancing
And I would
class
dance and
in
strip
here
for
for
him.
their men?
Maybe we should do a poll for that.
Did you hear this? How many other women in the studio would take a pole dancing class for their man?
I will, Ken. My name's Amanda.
And if you put on my favorite song, right? Your own strip show, right?
Hi, Ken. It's me, Amanda. Oh, remember me from San Francisco? Remember the pole?
I'm feeling nervous.
Yeah. The sad thing, he was dancing on my pole, or she
Oh.
was dancing. Or she. You know what? And better than that, I mean, how do you go wrong when you're talking about pole than going into getting some tongue in public? Man, give me something. This is Tongue in Public. I'm Ken Pettigrew. Let me tell you, Humble and Fred coming on next. Tell a friend, tell a lover. Guess I should turn that camera on. We're going to have a hell of a good time. I'm Ken Pettigrew. Be right back, everybody. everybody. Whew. You guys got to dig this song. Gotta give me something. Like a tongue in public, man.
You freak.
Who's been tongued in public?
Tongued where?
That's not my question. My question was, who's been tongued in public?
Okay.
I like it too.
No doubt, right? I do like that too. I like tonguing. Huh.
Oh, yeah. Tongue's good, man. If it's done properly, you know.
I like tonguing, don't I?
You better just stop talking to her.
Did you see that?
Just stop talking to her.
Did you see that? But now listen, everybody, man. I am so excited about this interview that we happened to get of some great guys. Had myself on here not too long ago, and were, humble enough or gracious enough to let me come onto their podcast, and they never had anybody prior to this, another broadcaster, introduced me as the American.
You're the first.
I was their first. They popped their cherry. I popped their cherry. So anyways, this is their picture. I'm going to put this up. I want you guys to listen to this. They, because they're in Canada and they do a super early show. So called in. We had a little interview with them, and it's Humble and Fred. You guys go check them out. humbleandfredradio.com. And a special thanks to Kel, who's in, I think she's in the chat room now, right? She's in the firing ring.
Yes, she is. Go,
now.
Kel.
I want to say
Kel.
Thanks to Kel right there. RUFF. Rough. That's
Kel likes it rough.
I don't know. Does she?
I don't know.
Oh,
Kel,
really? Whoa.
Kel, do you like it rough, Kel?
Yeah, Kel, you got to let us know. Give a little fantasy to an old man.
Nice. But anyways, Humble and Fred came on, and they showed us a lot of love, and here's the interview we have. So you guys go follow them. I'm Ken. Humble and Fred, a couple of nice fellows. What's up, guys?
Yeah, we're nice fellas.
Yeah, right.
I've heard you're mean fellows.
Hi.
Hi, guys. What's going on? I'll tell you one thing. We've been pretty excited to be part of the KP group with Chrissy and Fish. And I tell you what, I said to Fred the other day, I said, this freaking Ken Pettigrew guy, I don't even know what he's doing. But when we first started following you on Twitter, you had about 40,000 Twitter followers.
Yeah.
As of now, you're like up to close to 75 or some thousand.
Yeah, 75. But you know what? I pound out Twitter. Listen, man, as I wake up, you guys, I get up as I'm dropping a deuce, thinking about my politicians. I'm on Twitter.
Yeah.
Literally, I wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning. I mean, I just saw you guys, was it a few nights ago when you guys were broadcasting live, and you guys, I mean, it was like 4 o'clock my time. And I'm like, well, shit, man, I'll send out a Humble and and Fred tweet and let everybody know to come listen to you guys. But I'm up all the time, man. I have a sleeping issue, and that's probably part of it. But I tweet. I don't follow a lot, but I always find snide, pissed off comments to give to people.
It's a specialty.
So what you're saying is you can tweet and shit at the same time?
It's amazing. You know what? Because I can chew gum and walk. It's
wow.
That's why I play drums.
Well, I was going to say, that's for sure you're a drummer because you got that sort of disconnect. You can do a couple things at a time. But, Chrissy, I have a question. Like,
please.
Is it? I'm serious now because Freddie and I are in a position where we're trying to gather Twitter followers at the same rate that Ken is.
Uh-huh.
Is it just as simply a fact of following more people gets you more followers? Can you talk about that?
Well, I think that's part of it, and I also think a huge amount of it is retweeting people. And when you say at someone and their name, that's huge as well, because every time I put at and whoever our guest is, that brings awareness on their Twitter page, and then I accumulate new followers just by people who follow the people who are going to be our guests. So there's a lot of times where I'll get a lot of follows first, and I think it's because of the guest we're having on that week. And all of my tweets, I'll make sure to put at that guest, and then they'll see my tweets. So I think you got to put a couple ats in there and some retweeting action.
Okay, so the real secret is to like, and I think we're doing that. You know, Freddie, I think that our group of people that we have, which is a real nice group of kids that have gone to broadcast school and stuff.
Nice.
They do a lot of tweeting, but I really noticed, and we were talking about you guys today, I really noticed that in the time that we've known of Ken and interviewed Ken, that Ken's Twitter followers have grown at an alarming rate. Yeah, I'm a little jealous. Yeah, I'm jealous of you, Ken Pettigrew, you mother effer.
Yeah,
you know what it is? Well, he's just such a douchebag, and people are intrigued by douchebags.
People love, and seriously, they fucking love the douchebags.
Dude, it is true. Look at me, that, who's that fucking whore, Kardashian? Look at that Snooki. Dude, man, what is the phenomenon, man?
People who society find alarming.
What's the deal with that, man? Do you guys have that same Snooki and freaking Jersey Shore crap following up there in Canada? Please tell me that Canadians are smarter than us here in America.
Sorry, you take this.
No, I'm sorry. It's the same thing. Not only do people watch it and follow it, most radio morning shows in Canada, Toronto included, that's their content. It's what was on television last night. And I think a lot of it has to do, it roots back to the United States because a lot of radio stations in Canada use American consultants. And they've determined that that's what people want to hear about. I mean, it's that simple.
Well, guys, can I give you a little secret? And if you're not getting enough followers, you can always, send a little couple half nudie shots and tweet those, and then maybe you'll just get a whole bunch.
That was my secret. I didn't want to show everybody. You know what?
Ken likes to show some skin.
I kept tweeting pictures of Fred's junk, but no one was following except me.
Well, see, the problem is that's an inner, not an outer.
There we go.
But Christy, let me just say something about what Fred just said. It's so true, What I love about Ken Pettigrew and the kind of show you guys are doing is that a lot of people, whether they're on the internet broadcasting or they're on terrestrial radio broadcasting, what they do is they talk about those shows like Kardashians and, The Bachelor. The reason they talk about those, Ken, is because, we were talking about this recently, Freddie and I, it's in the absence of your own content, all you can rely on is regurgitating the bullshit that happened on television last night.
Right.
And we have a rule of humbleandfredradio.com, which is basically, if we're going to talk about entertainment, then either Fred or I or both of us, but somebody on the crew has to have a fresh take on it. And I don't mean to echo Jim Rome, but you know what I'm saying? Like
Jim Rome,
listen to you on it. All you're doing is regurgitating what happened on TV last night. And it's bullshit.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, and plus it's funny that you mentioned Jim Rome because that's kind of, it's like sports talk. And plus I listen to a lot of sports talk radio, but it blows my mind how it's just absolute nonsense. What if the Dream Team played against Kobe's team? What if? What? I mean, it's complete ass wipes just talking about nonsense because literally people have nothing better in their lives to do. Nobody gives a shit about their lives. No, and I guess that nobody cares enough about themselves to at least have an effing thought once in a while inside their lives.
Mm-hmm. You know what's always pissed Howard and I off too is how radio will talk about television, but how often does television talk about radio? We had this funny little thing we did years ago where, almost, every week you would have somebody from television, especially when all the specialty channels first came to Canada.
Right.
Well, they would phone us up and say, hey, we got this new show coming on National Geographic channel. Hey, can we have somebody come in and talk about it?
Right.
And Howard and I would say, sure, come on in. But when the show's on, can you scroll across the bottom, listen to Humble and Fred? And they said, well, we can't do that. Well, then why the hell should we talk about your television show?
Right.
Yeah. See, you know what? That's kind of like what we talked about. And listen, and I gotta give you guys a lot of thanks, man, because I think Howard got turned onto my show through a girl named Kelly from up in Canada, and then you listened to my show and you cared enough to give some schmuck like me a chance, and I really appreciate that. But this is kind of what I talk about, especially with the new media. It's the FCC, how Canada's the
CRTC.
That's right. Yeah, exactly. the CRT.
Same bullshit.
It's same bullshit where they just want to hammer people, and all they want to do is get a bunch of whipping boys who will talk like Ryan Seacrest, won't say nothing controversial, won't make a goddamn person fucking think once in your life. Just think a little bit, because making people think scares them, and the FCC and the CRTC wants to shut people like you, people like me who want to make people listen. Just fucking think a little bit before you out.
Ken, if I may just go ahead, sir.
No, if I may just interject here, I think you're taking it one step too far, really. I mean, here in Canada, the blame doesn't lie with the CRTC. The blame lies with programmers and, the rating system that we've adopted, that you guys have had for some time, called PPM.
Yeah, it's a joke.
They don't even get the chance to talk, to say something wrong. They're told to talk in 10-second spurts between records. I mean, that's the problem up here.
Oh, my God.
You don't even get the chance to offend somebody.
And what I was going to say, Ken, is that, the interesting thing about the thing that you're doing on the show with Chrissy and Fishy Boy, Fishman, is it Fish Lips?
Fish lips, fish taint, whatever.
Fish taint. The thing that's interesting about what you're doing and what we're trying to do on our show, the thing about it is when people hear authentic conversations, I'm not commenting on what Fred was talking about, because on actual terrestrial radio, it's gotten thinned down to the point where they're so inauthentic that the average person doesn't even relate to it anymore. But why when you hear a guy like Ken, or maybe a little bit like Humble and Fred, when you actually hear us having a real conversation, kind of like what we're having now, not scripted, we're like, it's almost as though we're at a barbecue, or we're hanging out at a bar, or Fred brought up a topic about this or that. When people hear authentic conversation, it resonates with them, and all of a sudden when they go back to the Ryan Seacrest and the sort of standard terrestrial radio, it sounds so fake that it's only in comparison that they realize that they're missing something. And that's why, Pettigrew, you're barely literate, right? You can't fucking read.
Oh,
right?
No,
he
he's
really
horrible.
Listen, man. Listen.
You sound out words, and yet there's something about you that rings true to people. And in the absence of any kind of real brain power, there's something about you that people relate to, and that's really what terrestrial radio and mainstream media is missing.
Yeah, you know that, and you're right, because I did barely graduate high school. I tell everybody that I'm the O.J. Simpson of the English language, because I can murder it and get away with it.
Oh, does he ever too?
And trust me, man, I hammer some people's names. But the point of this is, at least they know that I'm straight. You know what? I'm not here trying to jerk them around. Not trying to give them a reach around. I'm not sitting here packing people full of lies and crap, man. I'm just an honest cat coming from an honest place who's been through a couple marriages.
Relate to you.
It's exactly, I've been through a couple marriages. I've got a couple kids. I'm brutally honest. Brutally honest on the air about things, even myself.
Here's the question, Fish. Are he and Chrissy involved? That's what I'm curious about.
Fish and I?
No, Ken and Chrissy.
Oh, me
Oh, no.
I'm too white.
No,
He's too
actually,
white. That's
she's
true. He's too
she's
white
way
for me.
above Ken. No, Ken's got a wonderful lady that takes really good care of him, and Chrissy's got a great boyfriend, I guess. And I'm happily married.
We should just say great-ish.
My wife of 20 years takes care of me. So,
so really, like, you're basically taking care of yourself, is what you're saying.
Most of the time,
Man.
Ken and I just like to yell at each other.
Depends
or
on
Ken
which hand
at
is
me.
available.
Yeah, Chrissy says that I like to yell at
Ken
Chrissy.
just likes to yell at me all the time. It's because I'm so small. He feels superior in
'Cause
some
I can-
fashion to take
yeah,
advantage
that's
of my
right.
5'2" frame.
That's right, because I'm a bully. Yeah, that's
He
one thing
is.
I don't do, man. I don't bully people around.
Oh, no, not at all.
That's definitely not my gig. But
But I look him square in the eye and I tell him, "Back off, Ken."
Man, you guys should see Chrissy, man. Chrissy's the little freaking redheaded fucking spitball here,
She's
man.
not
I get her
redhead.
so fun. Oh, excuse me.
Strawberry
She's strawberry.
Mhm.
I call her a ginger.
Something.
But
You know.
anyways, you guys know how it goes.
She's awfully sweet and very smart and puts Ken in his place.
With one of these.
Yeah, but I like that.
He does. Every once in a while, she'll shave his head for him, but
only if he asks nicely. Only. If he asks
that's
nicely.
because I like the carpet to match the drapes.
I hear you, Ken.
You know how I roll.
Oh, too much information. That's just wrong.
Okay, listen. Hold on. Let's ask Humble and Fred. Listen,
here you go, boys.
In Canada, is it polite to shave your sack for your lady or for your man? If you swing that way.
It's a really big controversy
This
here in
is
America.
more controversial.
Do you want me to take this or do you want to take it?
What was the actual question?
So,
is it okay to shave your man area to make it more appealing
for your
lady or your guy?
Or your guy. Okay, now, not shaving it because of the fact you got a small penis and you're trying to make it look bigger.
Oh, geez.
I'm talking about for literally just to be clean.
Oh, what, Ken? You've had to do that before?
I had to shave it to find it one day.
Oh, man.
Freddie, you go first, I'll go second.
Welcome to the jungle.
Well, I'm just saying, of course it's acceptable. I mean, it is in the United States, isn't it? I mean, we're not that far behind you.
Yeah, we're not
it's
European.
Completely acceptable, and I think a lot prefer it that way.
Well, but I was worried about the French side.
No, Ken, let me put it this way. You know what they say? You trim the bush to make the tree look taller.
Right.
I will tell you this. I am always surgery ready. I have a slightly younger girlfriend. I saw that. Live with a woman who's a few years younger than me.
And when
there's an expectation amongst her generation that when you go below south of the equator, it's like a very barren area.
Yeah, well, listen, the question is, is it vice versa? That's the, because listen,
yes, my friend.
Listen,
believe me.
Listen, my friend. That's how I like to roll, man. I'm the first guy that when I'm with a girl, and then if she's got any bush, man, listen, I'm pulling out I should get a sponsorship by Gillette Fusion. It shaves the best vag in town.
Oh, that's a real winning.
You know what? And the best
line.
thing about that you don't get nicks, because you never want to nick a vag or nick your crank. That's not a good place to get.
Well, you wouldn't nick your
I gotta ask
crank.
Howard, Freddie, what were you gonna? Fred wants to say something here.
What's that, Fred?
I was going to say that you're surgery ready all the time. You're a pretty hairy guy, though. I'm just wondering what that looks like. It's like a big bear. So
I look like a giant. I look like a giant 12-year-old.
No, but I mean that you got a hairy chest, and again, you're a pretty hairy guy. So I'm just wondering what they're just a bare circle in the middle of your.
Are you asking him to take his shirt off?
Oh man, I know. Does he look like he's got George Jefferson wrapped up in a headlock? Just all this hair around the middle?
Hey, how old are you?
Oh.
Just say it. God damn it.
How old are you?
I'm 27.
Interesting. Because, my girlfriend is your age.
Fabulous.
Wow, I thought so. When you said generation earlier,
wow.
When you said she was younger, then you said generation after that. I'm like,
okay.
he's my hero.
He must know how to work it in so many ways.
No, listen.
And I'll just say this: the only hair she has on her below her eyebrows. Mm-hmm. Well, I shouldn't say there's no hair on her below her eyebrows.
Yeah. That's what I see. You know what? And there's something about men. See, that's the best thing about men. This is why women, it sucks to be you, because we can stand up and pee, and the older we get, we can still date young women. The older you guys get, young men don't want to be with old women.
There's some young guys that do.
Okay, but that's only for money.
Well, listen, luckily, guys, I don't know if you've noticed in some of my pictures, I look like I'm 16 years old. So, I'm going to do okay when I'm like 50.
She's gonna, Chrissy's going to do good. When she's older, it's still going to be, like when Chrissy's like 50, she's still going to look like she's 30 probably.
Yeah. Let me tell you something about Fred, though. Like, we're not all as lucky as him, because he is, when you talk about a boxer punching above his weight?
Right.
Yes.
No doubt.
Yes.
Fred has been punching above his weight chick-wise for about the last 30 years, because his wife is, like, ridiculous. She looks 35. He looks, 70. And she's just beautiful.
Nice. That's good, man.
And you know what? today. You're right. 70's being kind. I'm really aging. What do you think it is, Howard? What do you think it is? What do you think it is?
You know what it is? It's the stress of not having real work.
Dude, listen, you guys, hey, you know what, man? Now that's pissing me off because I've been busting my ass dealing with customers for so many effing years. I'm trying to make, man, any thought that you think that I should have to try to make this or take this show to the next level, you guys, because, man, this is my calling. I have found my calling, I think, in life.
Well, you know, one of the things I always tell people, and I know you've been only in the podcasting, broadcasting realm for a while.
Yeah.
You know, here's the great thing about what you're doing, and this is the only time I'm going to be serious. If you are truly passionate about this, and I think you are,
yeah.
and as Freddie said to us, to me, half a year ago, or whatever, let's just do this every day and see what happens. But if you're truly passionate about it and you do it every day or every week, whenever you put the show up, good things will happen to you. Like you're not a bullshit artist. You're not a bad guy. You're not going around in a bad way.
No.
Truly good things are going to happen. I believe that.
I love that. Didn't we all feel warm after
We believe that too, and we're hoping because I'm going to ride those coattails as long as I can.
Yeah, do it, man.
Hey.
In the meantime, I'm looking at ChristyCarpenter.com, and I'm going to go pleasure myself.
Well, that explains.
Come on, I can't be the first guy.
Oh, listen, shit. You know what, man? You're not the first human being.
Wait a second. When you put up a picture of you with a lollipop, did you not think that some guys are going to go, maybe?
I was going comedic on that one. See the pink glasses,
Oh,
fellas? Yes.
Yeah, did you see the picture
and I
with the
like
gun?
that the lollipop matched the
Funny,
glasses.
ha Oops.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you guys, you know what? This is, I mean, she doesn't get it. I mean,
I don't get it.
You
What
don't
don't I
get
get,
it.
Ken?
you're just looking to be bait.
No, what?
I'm only kidding. Look at her.
Uh-huh.
Woo, look at you guys should
Trying
have
to
seen the
start
look
me
I
off.
got.
Uh-huh.
I get her every time, man. She's so easy to press her buttons.
I
But-
just let you press them. It makes for good entertainment, Ken.
Hey,
That is a
What have you-
funny picture.
what have you guys got outside of social media? Do you have anything else promoting the show? I mean, Howard and I are very fortunate where not long after we started doing the podcast, a major broadcaster in Canada came to us and offered to distribute the show across their platforms, which was a great.
Oh, that's great.
No, it was a great advantage for us.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
Part of that is, two of the biggest radio stations in town on the AM dial, talk stations, a sports station, and an all-news station. I mean, they have traffic reports sponsored by HumbleandFredRadio.com. So we have that terrestrial promotion going for us as well. And I don't know if Howard's told you, we're now also doing a terrestrial show
I do.
out of a smaller city
On
in
K-Rock,
Ontario.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? I was listening to that, and then I voted for that nonsense that people wanted radio show hosts to
I
live in
appreciate that
town.
too, Kenny P.
You know what, man? Listen, man, I blew that up as much as I could do, man. I put it everywhere that I could put it other than someone's brown eye, man.
Yeah.
Who's going there next?
My question would be, could you not, when you talk about taking it to the next level, is there not a radio or a terrestrial company or a communications company of some sort that you could go to and offer them this content? I mean, for nothing, but in exchange for promotion or
Yeah, you know what?
giving
You know what?
that
I never.
advantage?
You know what? I never thought about that. Again, you know what? I just again started out doing this, and all of a sudden people started listening. Then a crap load of people started listening, and then I turned it like I could probably do this for a living, and it's really been remarkable for me.
Well, quite honestly, let me just say I am the exact very first listener of the Ken Pettigrew Show because he would call me every day and rant to me. And I would say, Ken, go get a radio show because there are people out there that want to listen to you. Is that not true?
And
Mr.
not you.
Pettigrew?
Yeah. And Fish would go, not me.
Dude,
Find someone else to yell at.
And that went on for about 2 years. And I finally said, hey, get a radio show. You're the legend.
Yeah, it's amazing.
The big advantage you have, Ken and Fish and Chrissy, is that you live in a land where anything is possible.
Thank you.
And that, that you already, listen, dude, the fact that you have 75,000 Twitter followers is just testament to your, there is one thing that Americans do better than we do, which is there's a little thing like the gumption that it takes to put yourself out there. Freddie and I were talking about this with somebody in the last couple of days about how, people were pretty negative towards us, like, what has-beens, and we're doing our fucking show on the internet, and why are they doing that? But in America, when you put yourself out there, people don't go in that direction. They actually applaud that kind of American, you're no longer I don't want to get political, but I'll just say this. Please, you're no longer the number one country in the world, but what you do excel in America, and I lived there, is you excel in can-do-itness. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, for sure. Listen, man, this is one thing I definitely preach while on this show. Something about this country, and does our education system suck now? Sure. Why? You can blame a lot of reasons. Unions, teachers, nobody gives a shit. Let's start there. But we have to remember there was human beings on this planet for thousands of years. It took, in America, less than 150 years to fly a plane, and then less than 200 years to put a man on the moon. No other country has done that. And I think, and it's not so much because we live in these borders, it was that attitude. And that's what made America, I mean, dare I say, better, because it did make it better. And it wasn't so much the land, the place, it was that F you, I'm going to go get it. Lewis and Clark went from St. Louis across his country with him and them two guys, a guide and two other freaking guys with nothing, with a freaking rifle and what they can carry. And look what they did. I mean, that's a great attitude, but that's the same attitude that everybody needs to have, not just in America. Why isn't people in Canada? Why is everybody there trying to live off the freaking tit? Why is everybody here living off the tit? That's why everybody there in Canada is trying to cut back programs. Everybody here in America, we have to cut back programs because we have lost that F you, I'm going to get it and move. Because if you're in my way, well, that's your effing problem. And we lost that.
Listen, I relate to a lot of what you're saying, and I'm going to let Fred comment in a second. But I'll tell you the real problem with America, as I see it, is that at one point, some number of years ago, Americans had a belief system that was based on fact.
Right.
And then somewhere in the last, I'm 52 years old, somewhere in the last 52 years old, the American culture became more of a dogma, almost a religion, where 100%. Facts had didn't bear any people didn't care about the actual fact. They only cared about the fact that we're the best country in the world. Why? Because we believe it. But China passed you by, Canada passed you by, European countries passed you by, and economics and
Guatemala.
Education. But my point is, what didn't pass America by is the belief that if a guy like Ken Pettigrew wants to do a show on the internet, it's okay. Listen, Humble and Fred did a show on the internet, and all we got for the personal while was, got some encouragement. Yeah, we did, but we also got some people saying, well, why would these two fucking has-beens go ahead and do this? Right. In America, that wouldn't be the case. Fred?
Well, I can only echo that. And it's true. I mean, the way we were received at the beginning, and still to some extent it's that way. Although sometimes I wonder, do they really feel that way? Or are they intimidated, afraid, or wish they had done it? But again, that seems to be the prevailing attitude in Canada. We seem to piss on our own for some reason. I don't get it. Where in America, it's the opposite. I mean, you seem to celebrate each other or want the best for each other, when it comes to entrepreneurial things. In Canada, it's just different.
Yeah,
I don't know. We have an inferiority complex, especially when it comes to entertainment.
Yeah, you know what? And it blows my mind because I'm telling you guys, I don't know how anybody would ever think you guys have sold out, man. I mean, you guys, Humble and Fred Radio, humbleandfredradio.com. I'm telling you, I've listened to radio my entire life. You guys are better or as good. I mean, listen, you guys are some of the best people I've ever heard on talk radio. You guys blow. I mean, I sit here and listen to my show and sit back on some of the rebroadcasts and listen to it. And then I go back and listen to yours and I go, man, I've got so much farther to go, so much more that I want to do because I want to be a pro like you guys. And you guys are the real deal, man.
If you knew that I was touching myself to Christy's picture right now.
Oh, that's so funny. Because I'm touching.
You're a little saucy kid.
No, that's okay because I'm touching myself to Fred's picture right now too.
You freak!
Is that me? You know why, Ken? Because I have nice tits.
You know what? You know what?
Yeah, he does.
There you go.
Yeah, he does.
You kind of had that.
Listen, I was going to say the thing that I admire that you've done, that Chrissy and Fish have done, is you said, "Fuck it, we're going to do a show. We're going to see if an audience will find us."
Yep.
And we'll stay true to what our vision is.
Yeah.
So many people, because of self-consciousness or pressures, they go, well, like what Fred was saying earlier on about the way that American consultants have mistakenly consulted Canadian radio stations, which is, hey, listen, Fred made an interesting point the other day on the show. He said, hey, we'll talk about American Idol because it's the business of American Idol. It's Mariah Carey got the gig, how much did she make, blah, blah, blah. But just to regurgitate, who sang last night and what they were singing and what were they wearing, you can get that anywhere. It's not authentic at all.
Right. No, not at all. It's all crap. And you know what? Did you guys ever look at Fred's picture? He's kind of got this Sandusky look a little bit.
Oh, what?
Is that too soon?
Ouch. That's
too soon?
rough.
Wait a second. Does that mean when he touched me in the shower that was wrong?
I'm just saying, listen. Well,
good. Ken? Is that okay?
That's why Fred likes Humble Shave, because it reminds him of a little boy.
Oh my
goodness
gracious, Ken.
I haven't even seen him shave. I'm just trying to imagine it. That's all.
You know what, Fred? It's not any good.
Fred Humble, don't worry about it because Ken goes to the local Y to have whoever's there shave his taint.
Hey, you know what, man? I went down and volunteered, but I tried to get them to use a straight razor on me, but they just didn't have the backbone. Like old school style, lather it up.
Right. That seems
dangerous. I'm okay with that. As soon as you start bleaching your taint, though, I think there's something wrong with that.
No, you know what? And the problem with that, I tried that once, and it burns your freaking anus, man. You got to be careful. Listen, everybody. If you're going to bleach your ass hairs, be careful. Don't get it in the brown eye too deep.
Thank you, Ken.
Don't use a Q-tip and go up inside. It's bad.
Thank you.
Hey, listen. Not only do I try... What's that, Fred?
No, rub it with a chlorine puck. It's the best
Fred, thank you. Chlorine puck.
I see.
That is pretty effing funny, don't you think? Jesus Christ, people.
Yeah, exactly right, man. You know what? It is funny, and people want to think some things ain't funny because of the fact that they just want to be sensitive. And a bunch of
all I want to say is, I don't know how much longer we have, but I really appreciate the... I don't know what it was about us and the fact that you have been so kind to us. And Christy and Fish, we really, really appreciate it. I'm being sincere. Like, every day that I see that Ken puts up something on Twitter, or now that we've met Dr. Jimmy, fucking Jimmy Starr put this up.
He's bananas,
two of you guys, 250,000 people are hearing about our show every day, and we couldn't thank you enough.
Hey, listen, man.
That's all I want to say.
Anytime, man. And if you guys ever need, you guys are on vacation, you got a podcast, you need me to come up and blow up some Hummel and Fred, I'll be more than happy, man.
You should come to Canada because you would be fucking blown away at just what an amazing place this is, and how, even though you Americans, and I lived in California for 4 years, even though you think it's just like you,
right.
Ken, you're a smart enough guy, you would see very quickly that we look like you, we just aren't like you.
That's true.
Really, man. Hey, you know what? That's something that I've already been talking about, man. I have no ties holding me back. We can pack this son of a bitch up, pack up Fish and Chrissy. You know what? See, the good thing about Chrissy, I can put her inside a carry-on.
Stick her under your seat.
I can put her under my seat.
I'm a human, damn it. I deserve my own seat.
Where at in Canada are you guys located?
We live in Toronto.
Oh, that's a fabulous city. That place rips.
Road trip.
And you know what? I got to say again, man, I was so honored to be on a radio station that had one of my idols, man, on it Alex Lifeson. Man, I was so blown away, man, when you guys had me on, and then you saw me. Well, then I saw my name in the player. It was like Alex Lifeson, a bunch of 3 or 4 other people than Ken Pettigrew. But I thought, look at me, man. I had to go jerk off and spank my ass to make sure that it actually happened.
He did. He ran to the bathroom and rubbed one out and came back in and played some more Rush. Man. I'm telling you.
Hey, Ken, let me ask you this. Do you think the Humble and Fred show on a day-to-day basis would play well to an American audience?
It would be better in America than Canada. I would say for this reason and this reason only. It's so much in Canada with this, something about the FCC and what goose steppers they are. They're not just, I would tend to say the CRTC are goose steppers and putting you in the train and locking the doors on you there. No.
What I'm asking you, our podcast.
Oh, it would be
Think
great.
the average American can enjoy it, or do you think it's too Canadian specific? Or
no way.
Generally speaking,
I listen to it every day, and it's not because it's you guys, because it's damn good quality radio, and damn right that it would play here, because the thing that you guys talk about is the same shit that's going on here, the same thing that goes on in every freaking town here. And a lot of people need to realize this shit that's going on here. You guys have the same problems. You guys have the same crap. And maybe some guys like you, are speaking it the same way that they are. It doesn't matter.
Fred, let me answer your question for you. Believe me, fart jokes and infantile bullshit, that's universal.
Yes, it is.
No doubt, right?
Before we go, I just want to say one thing. Yeah. That Second Amendment, that was just a fucking suggestion. Don't take it so fucking seriously.
Hey,
okay,
easy.
fuckers?
That's right. Exactly. That's right. Because the gun didn't set nobody free. It was that, George Washington walked up to King George and said, hey, pal, please stop fucking taking every fucking thing we earn. Stop pushing your policies on us. That's right.
Right.
Maybe it took an FU and a gun and you know what? You know what? I am a Second Amendment guy because we know that in this country we have the freedom of speech, allegedly, at times. But what are they going to do? Literally take that away from us next? And what's going to stop them? And people don't understand the Second Amendment wasn't about, this bothers me on both sides because all these effing redneck hunters that are banging their goddamn sisters sit here and think, well, that I need a fucking Uzi.
Don't you talk about my sister like that. I'll come out for you, boy.
Jebediah, I thought no one would mind.
Well, Louise, this Ken Pettigrew's not a very nice man. There ain't nothing wrong with having a gun, Mr. Pettigrew.
That's not a controversy. I just want you to know that Fred and I, unlike you guys, almost know no one that owns a gun.
Really?
And the fact that 10,000 of you fuckers die every year through gun death.
Okay.
It was one of the reasons that, a bit of an embarrassment around the planet.
Oh, no,
All I'm saying is,
listen,
that Second Amendment is like the Bible.
No.
It's a couple thousand fucking years old.
No, okay, but the difference is, the Second Amendment is that the thing is that we let the criminals have the guns, and we just give them to criminals. Look at what this government did with the Fast and Furious. They gave Mexican drug lords, gave them the guns, let them go across the border to come back across the border and kill agents, U.S. agents, and then that's okay. But the Second Amendment was originally written so that it was really about tyranny, and people forget that.
Exactly.
It was about the government coming in saying, F you, we're going to put our soldiers in your house. We're going to take your shit. We're going to do everything against you, and if you want to stop us, too bad, because we have the bigger guns. That's why the Japanese never attacked North America, was because the reason why they did in 1942 was because they were afraid because we had more guns on our soil than what they had inside their army. There's something to that. Now, you're right.
Well, you got to remember, when the Constitution was written, or the Second Amendment, that was back when there was muskets, and it took 10 or 15 seconds between shots. When they wrote that, they had no idea what weaponry would evolve into. So
100%.
That's the key word, evolution. You've got to evolve as far as guns go.
But that's the point. Fred knows that's the point I'm making, that the Second Amendment didn't call for weapons. Hey, I'm all for the military. military having the latest in technology and in weaponry. But when a citizen can buy a gun that can shoot 100 rounds in a second,
right.
You guys got to look at that. Anyway,
no, okay,
Jimmy,
I do see that part. But you guys, man, what's up?
I fucking love the shit out of you. I love fish. I think I'm in love with Chrissy.
Oh, thanks.
Freddie and I got to get up and do a terrestrial morning show soon. So
excellent, you guys. But
fucking ducks, man, you're awesome.
Listen, you guys, man, I really appreciate you guys coming in, and I want everybody who's checking this show out, all 70,000 plus followers out there, and the 5,000, 6,000 people on Facebook. You guys need to go follow Humble and Fred. Fuck those other morning shows in LA and all that crap on Sirius, because that other guy is lost. He's gone. He's dealing with his fucking midgets and strippers, man. Go listen to a couple real cats. HumbleandFredRadio.com. Thanks, my friends.
Benny.
Thanks, boys.
Thanks, guys.
All right, you
guys.
Thanks a lot, you guys.
Yeah. Awesome. Thanks, Kenny.
Well, there you guys go, right there, man. Humble and Fred.
Look at there. What do you think, Ken?
I think that was freaking awesome.
I love the fact that
what
you
did
called.
You guys think?
I thought it was great when you called Humble Sandusky. I almost lost it on that one.
I was embarrassed.
Embarrassed? Why? Why?
Not embarrassed.
Okay.
I was like, oh.
Okay, were you embarrassed because he looks like Sandusky, or that I asked the question?
Or that you actually said he looked like him.
Listen, that's what the show is
hey,
about.
It doesn't matter.
Man.
I got my apologies for the end of the show, Ken. Say what you're gonna say.
Yeah, I know. You're going to say sorry to Sandusky for looking like Fred, or Fred looking like Sandusky?
No, you got to apologize for the Sandusky remark and telling Fred that he's the shaved little boy.
Oh, maybe that. I forgot I even said that until it came back up. Look at me, man. I'm just
back up. Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I should do is stop my video or audio player and have some of this kind of going, like some of.
Oh, there we go.
I could have had that on the fly, but I didn't because I'm a freaking hack at times.
Nah.
But we got some good stuff still to talk about.
We do.
How about let's talk about, since we Fred got the Sandusky bomb dropped on them, why don't we play a little music break?
Yep.
Come back. We'll talk about this. And again, man, you guys go follow Humble and Fred Radio on Twitter. Go check out humbleandfred.com. Go check out Dr. Jimmy Starr for blowing up the website, bringing some of you guys along and some of you guys checking him out. I do appreciate that. And all you guys following me, Chrissy Fish, on Twitter. Remember to tell a friend, tell a lover. We're going to take ourselves now a little music break. You guys hope you guys are having a hell of a good time. I'm Ken Pettigrew, Chrissy Fish, and my baby girl. It's not on camera. She never likes to sit on camera. She's like, there's no effing way you're putting me on camera.
She's a silent partner.
Would you say she's the better half?
That too.
Is there a better half from me?
That would be Kim.
Is there such a thing as a better? I'm freaking
Kim is the better half.
I'm pretty damn good.
Kim is the better half.
Well, everybody, tell a friend, tell a lover. I'm Ken Pettigrew. Woo! Having fun. I do. Dude, I like it whispered. I like the tongue in my ear when you whisper sweet nothings to me.
Yeah, that's what happens. I blow sweet nothings into his ear, and he gets all.
You
hot
blow
and bothered.
something in his ear.
He's blowing something. I can't necessarily say my ear.
Okay.
That's what really happens around here, people.
When the lights go out in the city.
Oh, man, it's freaking brutal what happens some nights when the lights go out. But listen, you guys want to call in? You can hit me up at 773-3KP Show. I don't normally give out my Skype, but it's in the chat room. So if you're in the firing range, you can check that out. I'm not going to just give that out.
Oh, okay.
Because I do need to get a new one, and that's kind of like my personal one I have.
I gotcha.
For a few
select.
For a few select out there, the few select that come in and follow the show. Who is this?
We got a phone call?
We got a phone call.
Woo!
519. What's your name and what pisses you off?
It's your little sweetheart from the chat room. It's Ruffian C.
Oh, what's up, Kel? What's going on, Kel?
Darling?
Man, I swear, no matter what, man, it's nothing but heat for me. Kel, what's up? What are you doing?
I just wanted to congratulate you, Ken. That was a great interview with Humble and Fred. I'm so proud.
We just got lucky. You know what? No, but thank you for having a Humble check out the show. And I mean, if it wasn't for you making that connection with Humble to come check out the show, and then he liking the show, then then he let me on, or they let me on, Humble and Fred, and now they're, nice thing about them is that they're the type of guys is when they're taking you in the rear, they will give you a reach around. So they're not like.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, they don't mess around. They're like you. That's why I thought that you guys would make such a great connection.
Yeah.
In chatting with each other, because the whole team, your team and Humble and Fred's, their team, they do not mess around. They don't mince words, and they tell it like it is.
Yeah.
We have to have a North American summit.
North American summit, no doubt. But you know what? It's fun, and I'm glad that they, they did. I mean, they have a lot of pull. They said some good things about the show, and so that I do appreciate that. So, that was cool to them because, I mean, they didn't have to take their time out to worry about some schmuck from Southern California.
Big schmuck.
Oh, you're not a schmuck.
A little schmuck.
That depends on who you
well,
ask,
wait a minute now.
Cal, because sometimes he's a little schmucky.
Oh, that's so true.
No,
well,
but
I know who's not a schmuck on your team, and that's my Chrissy, and that's my Fish.
Right on.
You're Chrissy. Yeah, no, listen, me being a schmuck to some people's standards changes sometimes hour to hour. I've been known minute to minute. So it's all good.
All right.
It was like that. It was like that douchebag on Facebook. I posted a thing. This was so brutal. This was so great. I go, I heard that animal shelters are out of money. I have a fix. Eat the animals. And the very first comment that I got was that you're a heartless bastard, like that. So then I responded, wait a minute. And I said, hey, I'm not a bastard. I know my father. And left it as that. And he never responded. I didn't say nothing about the heartless. He may be right about that part, but I know my pops.
That's so funny.
That's for damn sure. But
is that the person? Yeah, is that the person who dropped you as a friend on Facebook?
No, man.
That was a misunderstanding.
No, wait a minute. No, I mean, there's been.
No, that was one of many who have dropped you. Oh, my goodness. I got to give my little wrist a slap.
And just like I told them, there's many more waiting to get on the freaking train. So be my guest. It's so funny because I get people that are like, I support, I sit here and support gay people. I support so many different cultures. But once I drop a F-bomb on somebody, oh, my God, you can't be saying.
Oh, you're breaking my heart.
They're effing, you know why? But that's why they will never win. They are weak. I am strong, and they will be victims. That's how it goes. The strong survive. We can't change nature, Kel, and that's one thing that if I could give anybody out there who's doing a show or wants to do a show, you gotta be relentless. If not, you're kidding your effing self. And I have told.
I'm brittle. I'm absolutely brittle now. I take no prisoners.
That's good.
And I scare my listeners. And my one friend, Saji, she emails me. She says, Kelly, you're scaring the shit out of me.
No doubt. But
like, well, I'm sorry, but that's just the way it rolls on the good old Red Sox. I do not take prisoners, and when I see something going on and I don't like it, and I think there's an injustice, I will talk about it.
Injustice.
And I
love
this
injustice.
On the other shows that I'm on too. Like I'm on 3 different radio shows right now, and I'm embarking on a 4th. So people better be prepared to listen to Kel Fritzy on the airways, because you're going to get what you see. I really do put my money where my mouth is. But it's pretty funny that
where do you put you put what in your mouth?
What's that, Kel?
Come on, girl. You know the conversation was going to turn to this with these fellows.
What was that? Something in your mouth?
No, listen,
I'm trying to figure that one out.
No, listen. What I thought I heard is that
I'm not putting hairy balls in my mouth.
Oh my God!
Mark that down. We need to record that one.
But Kel, thank you very much for calling in. You tell old Michael up there. You know what? You should go give him a little tickle on his nut sacks and say, "This is from the Ken Pettigrew Show."
Oh, you bet I will. But did you get your letter from Mark Zuckerman about Facebook?
My who's about Facebook?
Mark Zuckerberg.
Mark Zucker.
No.
Zuckerberg.
Mark Zuckerberg?
Mark Zuckerberg.
No.
I got a letter from him from Facebook.
What did it say? He doesn't like you anymore?
Are you really interested?
No, not really. Honestly.
Okay, well, he sent it, of course, from Menlo Park, and he said, "Hi, it's Mark. It seems just like yesterday that Facebook had its historic IPO,
I thought I said
and
no.
thanks to you, my net worth soared to a staggering 20
No,
billion.
stop. That was a fake
Now, what is
letter.
awesome-
Listen, Kel. If you believe that was from Mark Zuckerberg, I got some beachfront property to sell you in Arizona.
I've got some beachfront property.
There is no effing way a guy like that would be shallow and send a letter like that. That's not how it goes.
I've got 40 acres of beachfront down in Louisiana for you.
All right, you blew it. You just blew it for me. It's a spoof letter. And it's funny.
Oh, okay. I blew it up. But
Thanks,
Kel,
Ken.
listen, I appreciate everything, the support you give the show and hooking us up with Humble and Fred. And Robert Fisher he's licking the mic now, and that's a little gross over there.
Me too.
So you know what? Because
Kel's my best friend. I'm so glad you called, Kel.
because Chrissy, she did it once for college. I was
No,
just getting through school.
did
But
not.
anyways, Kel, thanks for calling in. And everybody, guys, hey, Kel, give them your Blog Talk show real quick.
Oh, okay. I'm Cal, a.k.a. Red Fox at Red Fox on Blog Talk Radio. You can hear me Tuesdays and Fridays, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. You can also hear me on East Anglian's EDL, Thursdays, Fridays, and Sundays at 3:30 Eastern Time. And you can hear me Monday to Friday when I fill in as a co-host on In Defense of Freedom.
Perfect.
At 8 p.m. Eastern Time.
She's everywhere.
Kel, you are everywhere. Thank you very much. And all the love up from Canada. Blowing it up, man, right here. KenPettigrew.com. Kel, thank you very much. From the
Hey, you
Bye,
bet. And
Kel.
thanks for having me on the air, Ken. And it was a great pleasure to speak with you and Chrissy and Fish.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye, Kel.
There you go. From Canada. Look we got 2 calls from Canada.
See, the Canadians love
The
us.
Canadians, isn't that more of a reason to move
No.
to Canada?
Yes.
No, only if it was in Vancouver, British Columbia, that side. The East Coast, no.
Oh, listen to you. You're such a baby. Well, I'm going to get cold.
No, I didn't say that. I just like to live where we have, like, the good seasons,
Okay.
warmth, and, like, maybe cool.
You know what? I'm definitely ready for a move. I can tell you that, man. I am jonesing
If you start,
for a move.
if you move to Canada and you start saying I'll come up there and smack you around.
Could you guys imagine me?
A boat.
It's the Ken Pettigrew Show.
Tell a friend A, tell a lover A.
Tell a friend, tell a lover. I'm just kidding. I know Canadians don't speak like that.
No, listen, man. We just had 3 on to the show tonight.
And none of them
And not
had
one
accents.
of them said a word, an
They
accent
said a
like
boat.
that.
I heard a boat.
boot?
And I heard sorry.
Did you hear
Yes.
in a boot?
I did.
No,
you know,
you didn't.
I hear that in
Listen
Wisconsin.
to the interview again.
But you know what? I hear that in Canada. I mean, not Canada, but from Wisconsin, Minnesota, and
Hear
the
the
upper pen in Michigan. All the people, you say a boot and stuff.
A boot.
A boot.
A boot.
Is that? Yeah, I don't know. I didn't hear it, but who am I?
A bot.
A bot. But anyways,
We do say a bot.
we were going to talk about
Jerry Sandusky.
Jerry Sandusky.
Let's talk about him.
Gross.
Your thoughts, my thoughts on Jerry. Fish, what's your, give me a quick Reader Digest. Less than a minute.
Castration.
Okay. That's it?
That's it.
That's all you got to say?
That's all I got to say.
Okay, now what about your thoughts with the NCAA sanctions on Penn State? And the university? Well, no, they could have handed down a death sentence. And in sports, what the NCAA is everybody, they're like the governing body that's supposed to keep you in line, make sure you're not doing sideways deals, stealing players from other teams, and just doing, taking money from people that you're not supposed to be taking money from. And they could have invoked the death sentence on him, which would have wiped out every sports, everything from not just football, from basketball, right? Basketball, fish, tennis, everything, right?
They handle everything, of course.
Everything,
yeah,
right?
Absolutely. It's the National Collegiate Athletic Association.
But
they're
the death
governing
penalty's
body.
everything. They wipe out the whole entire sports division of a college.
I thought they were actually kind of lenient, be honest with you. And I don't know if that's because of the storied history of the school itself and not being able to truly identify how long this was really going on and how much was going. I think they're going to uncover more and more as this goes on, and I quite honestly think they should have dumped a little bit more than what they did.
Okay, how about the thought of
and unfortunately it affects the athletes and the students that have all this, and that really sucks because it comes down to the leadership of the school. All the way to the chair, everyone who runs everything, they're responsible for this. And unfortunately, because of their actions and their lack of actions, all these students are going to get penalized and miss out on a lot of opportunities.
Oh, a lot. And they're going to lose. And the college is losing millions of dollars. Not so much the money matters, honestly, but what's your thought
Especially
on
her,
the students? And the people around there.
Yeah, I have a great quote from a friend who lives 40 minutes from Penn State.
Right.
She went to Penn State College. I have a lot of friends who are associated with Penn State. And she posted this on July 12th, and she said, so sick of hearing about the Sandusky trial, especially from those who went to Penn State. So before you say how emotionally exhausted you are, think about the victims who will never be able to exhaust their brain or memory of what happened to them. Your degree will still get you where you want to go, and Penn State football will still be fun to watch. Grow up. Paterno was a man, not God. Find something more meaningful to worship. That was my friend Abby Peachy. Thanks, Abby.
She's awesome.
Abby
I thought that was a great way to sum
Well, you
things
tell
up.
your friend Abby that was right on the money.
Yeah.
Right on
For
the
sure.
money. Because it is football. It's, first and foremost, Penn State is a collegiate university for learning. It's not a place to go play football. It's learning first, football second. That's the way it should be. And unfortunately, they lost sight of that.
Right.
And Paterno family, I'm sorry, but my feeling and my emotion is he knew about this. He damn well knew about this.
Well, it's not just your opinion or your emotion. I mean, they have facts that he knew about. And the sad thing is that
everyone knew.
not everyone, but the people that were in power knew.
Absolutely.
And there was emails that called the victims visitors. I mean, they never used the kids' names or they called them kids, but they called them visitors. They knew that this guy had a issue with being a pedophile, and not only did they still let him come onto the college, and they let him come onto campus, but they actually had the players, help support his foundation. And I mean, really, I mean, you're just opening and feeding this freaking animal, these young boys.
Right.
But there's people that have this argument. Well, but look at the institution. Look at all the great people that came out of that program. And look what they've taught. Look what Penn State's been teaching. What have they been teaching? When it really comes down now, when the truth comes out, what have they been teaching?
Yeah, if you don't look at the academics of what they're teaching and you look at the example that they have
Look
taught,
what they're teaching now.
What's horrible.
Okay, what is more important, academics or some fucking honor and some self-discretion and some not being a fucking pedophile and supporting? I mean, they supported a pedophile no different than some of the Catholic Church supported pedophiles. They supported pedophile.
Yeah.
They supported a guy raping boys.
Exactly.
And all these college kids, all these fucking people want to say, oh, I'm brokenhearted. What about this? What about these young kids that got effing raped?
No one thought to think, oh, what if that was my son that occurred to?
No,
Jeez,
see,
I would be, furious.
See, that's like most people that are against the death penalty or against castration, or they're against that until something happens close to them.
Right, right.
So, I mean, it's real easy to be against something when you've never had crime happen to you or something traumatic happen to you.
Right.
You know, I would never let somebody die. Well, what if your relative was a vegetable? Well, that's different. Well, then don't make asinine statements. But it's sickening that Penn State, not Penn State. See, you know what? I don't want to bash on Penn, because this isn't a Penn State issue. This is the people in power issue.
Exactly. It's the people
and
who ran
all
the
these fucking students, all these alumni, all these people shouldn't be mad that they took down Joe Paterno's statue or wiped out the record book. All these football players that are upset, and all these sports guys who are saying maybe that's a little harsh. Fuck you. Listen, what about these kids that got fucking raped?
Exactly.
Nothing else needs to be said but that.
Yeah, it's not that they were fondled. It's they were raped.
Yes. Raped. You know
Think
what?
about that for a second. Just let that resonate with you. Raped.
Yeah. What if it was your niece, daughter, son?
Exactly.
And I mean, and these alumni and these football players that just want to support the guy and support the guy and support the guy have got their heads so far up their effing asses. I don't understand it. I don't understand. How can you knowing this guy now 100%, not a maybe, it's not a guess, it's a fact. He knew this, and you guys are going to support him.
I think for people who are, maybe weak or have a lot of pride, it's harder for them to admit that this thing that they loved and took so much pride in is tainted and not what they thought it was.
Taint. You said taint.
Way to lighten the convo.
But yeah, you're right.
You know what I mean? They can't be like, this person that I thought was so wonderful. I mean, and I'm sure it's like this for a lot of college towns, but I lived near Penn State for 3 years of my life. And I lived like 30 minutes away. But even where I lived, it controls the whole area. Like, people take so much pride, and especially because there's not a lot in that area, people take so much pride in the school, and they identify with it, and it's who they are. And then this thing that they feel they are is destroyed. They just say, it's easy for them to say, but no, let me make excuses, let me rationalize. Not, it's almost like a piece of them is like they're considering themselves, they had bad judgment. Are they bad people because they thought this thing was so amazing?
Right.
And so they just prefer to rationalize.
Yeah, it's just fucking... Yeah, it's just I can't seem to get my hands, I can't even seem to fathom how anybody can't put that child first or those children first.
Yeah.
How anything else matters.
Right.
I don't get that. I don't understand that in any way that's okay.
Yeah, it's horrible.
It blows my mind. It blows my mind, and I just don't get it. I just don't get it. And if somebody out there, you know what, you guys go there, you have relatives that have went there, should seriously cut this clip. Come get them, listen. Have them call.
Right.
Seriously, there's only one way to look at this thing. This isn't a black and white. I mean, this is black and white. There's no
it is
gray
black
here.
and white, yeah.
There's no gray here. You know, they knew what they did. The people in power knew. And they hid it and hid it and hid it. And by hiding it, see, you guys, by hiding something, you are supporting something. And this may be a harsh way to look at things in life, but listen, if you're willing to hide a rapist, a pig, a piece of shit,
you're colluding with them.
You're just as bad. You're just as bad. And if we're going to sit here and we're going to preach we need to do the right things, then the right things are the right things. There's no middle ground of right. It's right or wrong.
Right.
You know, it's right or wrong.
Yes.
That's it. And it's not right or wrong. You know what? And plus, if you believe in God, if it's right or wrong in God's eyes, then you go be that best freaking God-fearing person, but in your house.
Yeah.
And if it's right or wrong, you know, to be a Boy Scout, you be the freaking best Boy Scout inside your house. You know, that's what we need to do. Just like we talk about. You know, I don't want to beat the same effing drum, but you have to.
Yeah.
Because every day we get pushed Snooki. We get pushed rapist. We get pushed American Idol. We get pushed bullshit all in our lives. We get pushed the poor students at Penn State. We get pushed, the poor football record. But no one's pushing the rapist. Nobody's pushing these poor kids. Nobody's pushing how you and I are getting just hammered in taxes by people, how women can't walk down streets at night still today, how some women don't get paid the same for doing the same effing job. Let's not talk about that. Let's not talk about how illegal immigrants are infesting this neighborhood like cockroaches. Let's not talk about anything mean or anything rough or anything controversial or anything that will make somebody think. Let's only talk about this straight little, is it popular? If it's popular, let's talk about it. If it's not, let's not. And it's sad because all of us who, live here, live in any country and feel that supporting a college, it's not the college, but who we need to uphold their feet to the fire, no different than the politicians, are these people in charge at Penn State. They need to be held their feet to the fire, and some of these sons of bitches should go to jail.
I agree.
They should go to fucking jail because they knowingly, if one boy got saved, if one fucking boy got saved,
right,
because they heard about it and stopped it, they get a pass.
Right.
But they heard about it and they didn't do nothing about it. You shouldn't get a pass. Listen, we have to make a stand for things in life, everybody. And if it's from Penn State, if it's from your house, no matter where it is, you have to make a stand. If not, you know what?
This world's going to hell.
It's already gone to hell because nobody wants to speak up. Nobody wants to nobody wants to stand their ground. Nobody wants to say, F you, you're wrong for reporting this way. We support the same programs all the time because it's popular. Because it's easy, because we don't have to think. You know, the nice thing about most television today is that you don't have to think. You sit there and you turn on American Idol or you turn on American Got Talent or you think you can dance or shit, name them. There's shows after show after show after show.
Yeah.
You don't have to think. It's nothing. It's nonsense. It's complete bullshit, random crap over and over and over. And guess what you get to do? And guess what happens? Your IQ level goes, because instead of finding something, learning something about this country, a little history, about maybe how life is going, opening your eyes a little bit, it's scary though. I can tell you that much because it's brought me some bitterness. It's brought me some anger. It's brought me some fight. But I look at it like this. If I'm not going to fight, who else is? So be it. I'll make it my fight the whole way.
I know.
and I will battle to the very end, and it's not a good thing.
We have to get you a sword.
Could you?
You should have a sword.
I should have. How about a effing like a Thor hammer? How about like a Thor hammer?
This is KP engraved in the handle.
What do you think?
And when you go on your rants, you can be like, with your sword.
No doubt. And you know what I wanted the handle made out of? Ivory tusk.
Oh, see, I'm not into using animal products.
I'm just joking. I just had to throw that out.
I'm going to find you a sword.
Because that was funny. But anyways, everybody, it's one thing I'm never going to be is a dirty old man, but I'm Ken Pettigrew.
I never doubted a word that you said to me. I think I'm lost in your smile. Or could it be how your body speaks out to me? I'm lusting all of the while. I turned out to be a dirty old man in a world full of girls. I do the best that I can. I turned out to be a dirty old man in a world full of girls. I do the best that I can. Don't lose the dreams of yesterday. What the matter, see your way. So wear a trench coat to the ball. I'm Britney's biggest fan of all. Hugh Hefner's God, if there is one, he has to be. Look what he's done with this world. I find it odd, all the rules that I need to play. How can they define our morals? I turned out to be a dirty old man in a world full of girls. I do the best that I can. I turned out to be a dirty old man in a world full of girls. I do the best that I can. Don't lose the dreams of yesterday. What the fantasy away. So wear a trench coat to the ball. I'm Britney's biggest fan of all. I never doubted a word that you said to me. I think I'm lost in your smile. Or could it be how your body speaks out to me? I'm lusting all of the while. I turned out to be a dirty old man in a world full of girls. I do the best that I can. I turned out to be a dirty old man in a world full of girls. I do the best that I can. I turned out to be a dirty old man. I turned out to be a dirty old man.
Yeah, everybody. Whew. Who turned out to be a dirty old man? I don't know, but I want to find out who 917 is. Calling in from New York.
I have an
New
idea.
York.
That's who I thought
Who
it
is this?
was. Mouse's mistress.
Oh, is this Mouse's mistress?
Yeah.
The M&M. M&M.
Oh, wow. What's up?
Oh.
Squeak, squeak.
Is Mouse with you?
No.
Oh,
What?
I thought I
He was calling in. I don't know what happened.
I thought I heard a little
That
in
was
the
her.
background.
That's
That was
Mouse's
her.
mistress.
Oh, I thought that was
Oh.
I didn't know that. I thought that was Mouse himself.
Excuse me, I got to go leave the room now.
Nice. So tell me, what's it like being with a 12-ounce mouse?
I told you. Call me aside. I gotta talk to you in private.
Where's it now? Where's it you are from?
I'm New York.
Yeah, but you got like a
Oh,
little.
come on. You
come
know
on,
what we
no,
mean.
listen, no. You have some like Puerto
Latina.
Rican. No, not even Latina. She's got like more.
My heritage. Everybody's Puerto Rican.
You're Puerto. No doubt you are Puerto. Please don't tell me that.
Hello, baby.
Please don't tell me that you have plastic on your seat still, on your couch at home,
No.
on your furniture.
Nah,
You know.
the watered down version.
Oh, are you a watered down Puerto Rican?
Yeah.
Oh, that's messed up.
Yeah, I'm not with the old school traditions.
So you don't have some
eat
like
rice and beans every day. I don't,
So you don't have some flag flying with the gold lace on it with the red, white, and blue. I'm proud to be Puerto Rican, but I live in America.
I don't have all that. No.
No, why not? I mean, your dad would be pissed. My daughter doesn't love her heritage. Or however a Puerto Rican talks.
But I don't OD like these people out here. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Now tell me,
I mean,
what
you
do
could do it to a
Hello,
certain extent,
baby.
but
So-
overkill is just.
So tell me, how does a Puerto Rican OD? I'm really curious on
I
this.
tell you how she ate too much beans, man.
They have the curtain, or they put the flag as a curtain. They still, wear the flag on their head. Everything.
Okay.
They do the parade thing like 100 times worse.
Jayla-
all in their house.
Well, answer me this. Why is it, I mean, that if they like Puerto Rico so bad, why are they here? I'm just curious because, I mean, because listen, because as soon as I find a better place, me and Kim, man, we're packing our shit and boogieing.
Hey, Ken, do you want to know why they like to come to New York and be better there, man?
Why is that?
Because they like the free shit, man.
Oh.
I work for mine, baby.
Oh,
that's right, baby.
Yeah.
I work for mine.
No, wait
Come
a minute. Do you work for yours or do you work yours?
Both.
Or both. Ah.
No, listen, mommy. Listen, mommy. I did not mean you, mommy. I meant other pappies out there that don't do shit. You know what I'm talking about.
How many poppies you know out there ain't doing shit?
Not with them.
What's that?
That's why I'm not with any of them.
Yeah. So what kind of poppy is Mouse? Or is Mouse a peepee?
No, he's a Paquito.
Listen, I mean, I would tend to believe that if you call yourself 12-ounce Mouse, that your member would have to be the 6-inch Mouse. The little mini me.
No te puedo decir esto. No te puedo decir esto ahora, papi.
Okay, listen. Okay, you know what I need you to do? We're all going to be real quiet here. I want you to say something really nice for the Ken Pettigrew Show. So then we can keep it, and we're going to play. Say something in Puerto Rican about the Ken Pettigrew Show. Then we're going to record this, and I'm going to keep it in our little file clip. So go ahead.
Listen to my papi. The Ken Pettigrew Show is the best. Oigan ahora. Tell your lover. Tell your friend. Did I fuck that up?
Nice. You did. You did say it backwards, but
You sexy mama, you.
tell la
Yeah,
lava,
I know.
tell la-
Well, the
I'm
lover
backwards.
is more important, Ken.
No,
I'm not normal.
No, but it's okay. I can switch that around. Speaking about Mouse, he was calling in. So, Mouse, call back, brother. I saw that you were calling, but I was in the middle of recording this. I couldn't take that. Man, I was getting in the middle of a Puerto Rican love clip on the show. But listen, you know what, actually? See what time? We're running out of time. We got a little worldly news report to get going. And
Oh, yes, Nigel.
yeah, he's becoming world famous, Nigel, on the Ken Pettigrew Show. But
Squeaky.
now listen.
Tiene voces sexy Puerto Rico.
Now what you need to do is tell your poppy good night.
Adiós, papi. Adiós. Hasta la próxima. Ciao.
Well, that was awesome. Mouse, you got to make this quick, brother. Mouse.
Add this caller to your
Mouse, I think you're on, brother. You there? No, I got this all. It doesn't matter.
That's
Mouse,
okay.
hang up, brother. Dude, we'll
Skid.
get you after the show, my friend. But Mouse always calls in, man. He always wants to give us some love. And let's see that,
We love our.
Hey, we should voicemail.
Oh, you hang up, douchebag.
Ah!
Oh, no, see, because I want to hear, because Mouse got thrown out of American Got
Hey, we
Talent.
should voicemail.
He got thrown out of American Got
Oh,
Talent
I did
last
wanna
night.
see that,
and
actually,
and
yeah.
then I wanted to hear what he had to say, because I thought, How good was that? And I'm wondering if you got.
You reached my voicemail.
Oh man, why does you hang up?
He keeps trying to call
Mouse,
you.
hang up.
Hang up, Mouse. Jesus. With the 6-ounce.
Put the bottle down.
Put the bottle down.
And hang up the phone.
Put the receiver down, Mouse. Put the gun
Mouse
down.
here.
Mouse here. Ken Pettigrew Show. What's up, Mouse? Listen, brother, you got to make this.
So you guys were calling me while I was calling you guys back. Sorry
Listen,
about that.
what's the quick, brother? We got a little worldly news to do, and we got to understand. Why did you get thrown out of American Got Talent? Make it quick, brother.
All right. There might have been some alcohol involved and a misunderstanding with a security guard before I got in. And the security guard guy, it's really not a great story. It was the truth. The security guy, he happened to be the guy who sat me down. I had really good seats, like fourth row, best center. And when I got up, I was carrying a drink with me because there's a bar there and stuff in America, New Jersey Tax Center. I got up, and it's an amphitheater, so it's really tight seating. And I stumbled a little bit, and I like to make an apology. We did an apology at the end of the show.
Right.
For the two girls I spilled my drink on.
Got it.
in front of me.
Listen.
And then I only spilled some of it. So the girl got upset. The security guy, with just three other security guys, they waved me over with me, so I knew I was getting out. Yeah, I was going to throw it out. So I'm walking with the three security guys. I'm trying to drink the rest of the drink, and they were throwing me out. And when I was a cop with vodka and cranberry.
Okay, Mouse, brother. Listen, brother. I needed a Reader Digest, but listen, you say your apologies quick because we're wrapping this bitch up, man.
All right, I definitely like to apologize to two girls I spilled my drink on. I definitely want to give a big fuck you to security guards to turn me out.
Yes.
Love you guys, 12-ounce mouse.
All right, 12-ounce mouse. Listen, everybody, we know what time it is now. One of the best parts of the show. Listen, we've worked, traveled. Took me a long time to get this guy lined up, and his sister filled in a few weeks ago, but he is back.
He is back. So everyone, it's time for our worldly news report. Don't forget, that's brought to you by Nigel Woodbury, right here from the WC Auto Sales studio. Check him out, wcautosales.com. Nigel.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Nigel Woodbury reporting live from London. Dateline moving from the Middle East. Dubai Police Chief Muhammad blah 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 states that the Muslim Brotherhood is planning a Gulf takeover. No shit. Moving on to Hollywood. Kristen Stewart cheats on her boyfriend Rob Pattinson with her director. That sucks. No pun intended. Jackson family fighting over MJ's fortune, calling his will fake. Well, wasn't he fake? Moving on to finance. Facebook stock plunges 11% down to $24 a share. I've got one word to say, investors: stupid. Moving on to the UK. Mitt Romney questions whether or not if London is ready for the Olympics. Of course we're ready, you bloke. All of the pubs are fully stocked with ale. Moving on to San Francisco. Feces from homeless plagues up the escalators in San Francisco subways. Now that's a bunch of shit. This has been Nigel Woodbury reporting live from London.
Yeah, nice, Nigel, right there, man. See, what kind of shows bring you local news, Canadian news, and now the worldly news?
I'm
telling you, it's everywhere.
Listen, this is it, man. All these other shows are going to be taking a fucking back seat, man. Now this is the part that they get to cleanse their soul.
This is the easy one.
This is an easy cleansing tonight. Well, you guys, there you go, man.
I would like to apologize to Fred for saying you look like Jerry Sandusky. You do not.
Was it Fred or Humble? One of the two.
No,
I'd like to
we said it to
apologize to Humble for Ken saying that they should shove him down so he could be the little boy.
Oh.
That's kind of messed up. I think.
I would like to apologize to all classy strippers out there. That is a great profession you have, and you go make your money, girl.
I have to second that emotion. I like strippers.
I, on a serious note, genuinely apologize to all Sandusky victims.
Yeah. And I'd like to apologize to Ken.
Really?
Yeah, you know why?
Why?
Because it's fake.
Oh, yep, I'm good.
We're good. You're good tonight. You actually have a little halo being held up by the two horns on your head.
No way, man. That's it?
Yeah, that's it.
Shit, man, I'm sucking, man. I got to get a little more brutal.
Yeah,
you
do.
guys stay in, man. Look at coming very, very, very dare I say, very soon, everything. No commercials other than what I play. Brought to you by the Ken Pettigrew Show player. Blowing it up. Thank Humble and Fred again. Go check them out. HumbleandFredRadio.com. I'm Ken Pettigrew.
I'm Fish.
I'm Chrissy.
And everybody, listen, man. Start checking it out. We're going to be coming real quick. Maybe as soon as possibly next week, if not the following week. Monday through Thursday. Right here at KenPettigrew.com. Blowing it up live Thursday nights. Rising Terra, Dr. Jimmy Starr, all the sports you guys, and all my friends at WCAutosales.com. Tell a friend, tell a lover. See you next week.